Welcome to Environmental Science 102. My name is John Ruder and I'm the professor for this course. And I'm here in a cold day in December sitting by a fire to illustrate how much of the world gets their heat and energy from burning wood, and they get their water from polluted sources and they have to clean it up. And that's going to be one of the focuses for this course, which is how we can improve the environment by using technologies at small scale, and how we can approach that in a scientific manner. Now in my house, of course, I have a nice heating system. I have hot water heater. I'm well prepared, and many of those are very efficient and environmentally friendly. But for over 1 billion people in the world get their energy, the main supply of energy is from firewood, and about 40% of the world has polluted water sources. So these are big issues that we don't necessarily face directly in Portland or in the United States even. So what this course is about is we're going to look at some ways to explore environmental information, environmental data, and analyze it. And then we're going to use those different ways of exploring that information to set up what might be the best approach to solving the problems. And when I say exploring environmental information, we're going to use techniques such as looking at the scale of the different processes, our systems dynamics approaches. We're going to look at environmental accounting, a couple other things like that. And when I say approaches, I mean how can we build scenarios that help us decide what are the best ways to approach the problem? What are ways we can use multi-criteria analysis to find out a pathway to find compromise between different stakeholders? Or one of the themes, again, of the course is going to be how can we use small-scale business and environmental entrepreneurism to address some of these problems. So we're going to take a scientific approach, and by that there's very technical definitions of science that might describe laboratory science, but in this case we're going to be using multiple approaches that are rigorous and can be replicated by others. And that leads to one of the tenets of science, which is the information we generate can be independently verified. And these will contribute, we're going to use a variety of different scientific techniques to describe how science can contribute to improving the environment all across the world, and in particular focusing on some of the several billion of poorest people who live in direct contact with the fire and the smoke they get in their houses, the water pollution they have, and how all of these come together in agriculture, where you have energy issues, water issues, and land issues. So that's what we're going to, that's the broad brush of what we're going to be talking about. And I'd like you to start by going to the orientation section in D2L, work through the syllabus, work through the schedule of assignments, look at that all over, and then take the orientation quiz, so which really just checks that you're ready to handle the technology we're going to be using in this course. So good luck with that, and I'll be talking to you about week 1 very soon.